Don't even try to go out with someone. If someone is an instant 10 to you, that is freaking red flag. Primal attachment, survival instinct attachment. You are setting yourself up for a lot of freaking pain. Someone is an instant 10 and you them and it goes well, you're like in drug territory.
Escort says sex with 10’s aka Chad / Tyrone's traumatized her after they ghosted. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. We all know that most women are only interested in the top 10, top 20% of men. And we all know that most of these guys are not interested in wifing the majority of the women that are available to them. The story of this woman is interesting because it comes from the perspective of an escort. We like to do our homework before we make a video. So we paid her website a visit and read her bio. And it reads like this. After 25 years of marriage and raising 3 children as a stay-at-home mom for most of that time, I filed for divorce so I could be quote-unquote more and feel more. Along the way, I quit my consulting job, published a memoir, became an escort, and then a life coach. I remained single and lived alone for 8 years, now forcing me to look inward into the relationship with myself. There's nobody to blame for anything now. I realize I am the creator of my life and outlook. Alright, say whatever you want about escorts, sex workers, pros, but they will give you the raw truth. And that's what the red pill is all about. The good, the bad, and the ugly truth. So with this in mind, now it's time for us to dive into this and do what we have to do. Because we men and we. We men and we.
Might be painful, especially if you someone that was a 10 for you. You someone that's a 10 for you and they ghost you, you are now in your freaking primal attachment system got activated. Never a 10. Don't even try to go out with someone. If someone is an instant 10 to you, that is freaking red flag. Primal attachment, survival instinct attachment. You are setting yourself up for a lot of freaking pain. Someone is an instant 10 and you them and it goes well, you're like in drug territory. Looking back on this, every time I cried over a guy now, he was a 10 to me. He was either really good looking or I liked something about his story. You know, I went through like a really freaking hard weekend last week. I was super freaking distraught. I hooked up with this guy who was like so hot. And it activated like a deep part of my attachment system. And it wouldn't have been a problem. It would not have been a problem except that he pulled away. He pulled away.
This is exactly why I read the bio first before we rolled the video. In her bio, she says, I filed for divorce so I could be more and feel more. And that's the key word, feel. It's not about the sex. She gets a lot of that. And it's not fulfilling her. Letting multiple men hit it doesn't make a woman feel special. And she explains it herself in another video. Check this out.
I feel now that I've integrated it and I don't feel like I have to rebel anymore openly or be like, I accept my sexuality, you have to accept my sexuality. I want to be more private. The second thing is I've learned a lot more about the nature of men, especially lately, and how men just see women as objects in general. And I don't want to be men's objects. You know, a lot of women go around being thirsty on Instagram, showing their photos and this and that. And I used to do that too because I thought women like male attention, but I don't want male attention from men that I don't want it from anymore.
Ah, this is gold. She felt trapped in her marriage, and that's why she became rebellious, not understanding that most of the attention that she's getting is not from men that want to wife her up. And to take it a step further, she's not even interested in the men that want to wife her up. She said it herself, I don't want male attention from men that I don't want it from. Women cannot help it. Keyword, feel. This is something that men have been protecting women from their emotions clouding their decision making. This is an experienced woman and she still makes decisions hurting herself. Why? Because of those Disney fairy tales women have been fed as babies. Check this out.
If you're in deep pain over someone, and I mean, I just had sex with this guy twice. It really was like, did a number on me, and I knew it wasn't about him. I barely knew this guy. The sex wasn't really that great, but it was, I thought he was a 10, and I loved how he held me. That's basically it. It wasn't even how he f***ed me. It was mostly the part of how he held me, his hands on me. And I felt like something deep inside of me was activated, like a childhood wound, you know, of just wanting to be held, like something deep in my attachment system. My whole body was like all weekend kind of shaky and coily inside in a way that I haven't felt in years. And that's why I had stopped hooking up.
The fantasy of Prince Charming coming to her rescue. He can have all the ladies of the land, but no. He chose me, even though I am a divorced woman, have 3 kids, provide escort services for a living and hit the wall. He still loves me. The way Prince Charming holds me makes me feel special. Childhood fantasy, childhood dream that most of these women have and feel that they deserve finally came true for her. What you need to understand about Chads and Tyrones is that they don't limit themselves when it comes to punani. They will smash the whole scale from 1 to 10. And modern times provide proof. I talk to fat, unattractive women showing pictures of the guys they've been sleeping with. And I'm like, damn! Chads don't discriminate. But she knows the truth. Check this out.
Because a woman's sexuality is a great trophy for a man to have, and I don't want to give it to them for free anymore. I want this to be just available to the men that I actually meet. A man I'm dating, a man that's a client, a man who has stepped up and has proven that he's worthy of it. And I don't mean to sound conceited because a lot of men don't want me. But then if they don't want me, they shouldn't see me sexually. I don't want to be a sex object for random men anymore. I also wanted to separate out my personal life from my work life. It was all mingled up.
She knows that most men are not interested like that. Feelings couldn't help resist the taste of this fantasy that most women have, leaving them broken and lonely at the end of the day. And the foolishness of this story is that she still wants to feel special as an escort. You have to earn her time and punani even though you have to pay for it. Fuck out of here! As an escort, it's your job to make the client feel special because he is paying. Even the pros have unrealistic expectations now. Shit. And this is why men are walking away, because women want to have their cake and eat it too. You do not have to accept that, fellas.
I didn't even want a relationship with this guy. All I wanted was him to like hold me like that again. I'm like, this is like weird. Like, what is going on in my body? I could super activate. Yeah, don't leave me. It was like a very primal, survival, instinctual type of a thing.
Do you see how confusing this is? This woman doesn't even know what the hell she's talking about. All of these emotions that are flowing through her system. Committing yourself to something like this is foolishness. It doesn't matter what she does. She will always be unhappy. And like she says herself in her bio, and I quote, "There is nobody to blame for anything now. I realize I am the creator of my life and outlook," end quote. And that's why you do not have to feel sorry for them, because they wanted the freedom to do whatever they wanted, not understanding the consequences, not giving a damn about the consequences, and choosing to learn the hard way. So all I have to say is, learn, baby, learn. Manosphere be working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.